on the Pioneer Vision Weekly Report for women's basketball. This is the Ed Swanson Coaches Show, and a good week for the Pioneers. Let's go back to the win against Bryant and the win against Central Connecticut. Erika Norman really kind of came on and has been coming on, Rookie of the Week in the NEC, a career high, I believe 19 points against Bryant. Talk about her and her emergence and what that means for your team.
Well, I think it just comes, she has the talent. The talent level is definitely there. It's just experience and knowing exactly what we're looking for. Early in the year she had the opportunity of playing behind Alexis Campbell and Maggie Cosgrove, so there wasn't as much of a rush to have her ready to play. And and then with the injury to Alexis Campbell, we really needed her to come along quick. And to her credit, she has. Like I said, she has the talent is definitely there, and the effort is definitely there, and now the experience of a good 3 months of practice and watching film and moving forward and game experience. There's nothing like game experience, and I think that's what's enabled her to have that great week.
Well, she's the one that stands out the most, but Alexis Campbell also set a career high against Bryant. She seems to have been coming on, and given the way the season's gone with the nature of how your team's changed due to the injuries, are you pleasantly surprised, would you say, maybe, about the emergence of a lot of different players being able to step into roles and come into their own here at an important time?
Yeah, yes. Alexis Campbell's had a great second half of the year, and like I've said previously, I think she's really finding her niche, finding her role with the team, and then flourishing in it. And you can't say enough about our two Maggie Cosgrove and Callan Taylor, who have been probably our staples that we've been leaning on, and Callan's carried us all year, and Maggie's picked up some big games throughout the way. So to say I'm pleasantly surprised, no. I thought we had the talent. I just hope that we gained some confidence along the way. And I don't know whether we're overachieving, underachieving, or just achieving, but I know with our next couple of contests with the playoffs coming in, the team that overachieves is going to have the best opportunity to win the NEC title.
In the Central game, when you looked at the first half stats, nobody really jumped off the stat sheet as Callan Taylor did at the end when she took over in the second half. But in that first half, you guys moved the ball quickly, very well, and everybody kind of contributed. Is that what you're looking for, is kind of a balanced distribution of the scoring?
Yeah, and I thought, giving up 28 points to Central Connecticut in the first half, and they arguably have the best center in the league in Udens. It's just a real tough matchup for us inside. But you hit it right in the nail right on the head when you said that when we move the ball well, and that's when we're at our best, when we move the ball well. When we get caught dribbling the ball too much or stagnant on offense, I think we're easier to guard. When we have good ball and player movement, I think is when we're at our best offensively.
Revisit the blows that have been dealt to your team, one thing that really stands out, I think, is mental toughness about this time of year, especially because there is so much parity. One game separates, going into that Central game, about 5 or 6 different teams. It was so clustered up. How important is the mental toughness right now, and what do you see, and what have you seen all season mentally from your team?
Well, I think the thing that sticks out the most is we've continued to respond, and I know I've said that over and over again. But when Alexis Campbell went down, we responded. We bounced back from that. When Maureen Riley went down with her injury, we responded and bounced back from that. When we had a tough loss at Wagner with the center hitting the 3 at the buzzer, we responded from that. When Angela Bland, who was starting for us for a couple of games, went down with a concussion, we responded with that with 2 big victories. So, I think the team just bouncing back and rolling with the punches and finding different ways to getting it done, and is a thing that I think that falls along the lines of mental toughness of getting things done when it's uncomfortable or you're not at full strength.
One player who's been a rock for you for 4 years, is so consistent, especially shooting the 3, Maggie Cosgrove, and she gets to join a lot of other great names in Pioneer history as part of the 1,000 Point Club. Just give me quickly your thoughts on her.
Well, there's probably a lot of college coaches out there right now saying, I can't believe Maggie Cosgrove scored 1,000 points in Division I. I think it's a credit to herself and, all the hard work that she's put in. And, she really came into this program not as a shooter and has really emerged as, one of the all-time greats, I think, in Northeast Conference history, I think, from three. So real credit to her, all her hard work. And, we're going to lean on her a lot the next 2.5 weeks with her being really the only senior, on the floor for us.
So you guys get 2 wins this past week on the road and a couple tough venues. I mean, Central Connecticut had only lost 1 time at Dietrich Gym before you came in there and beat them the other night. Now you get the advantage of your final 2 regular season games here in the comfort of the Pitt Center. How big is that for you guys?
I don't know if it's an advantage. We're playing 2 really good teams. Monmouth University coming in on Saturday, and then Fairleigh Dickinson, who's coming in on Monday, who both beat St. Francis, PA, and Robert Morris this weekend. We enjoy playing at the Pitt Center, but by no means is it a given or an easy task for us.
What is going to be the most important thing then against these teams?
Well, I think just what we talked about in this interview, our mental toughness, our defense has really got to be at its best. We've got to win the hustle plays in order for us to be good. And on offense, we have got to, have good ball and player movement. And, our big players have got to step up. We've got to try to get Callan some shots. We've got to get Maggie some shots. We got to keep Erika moving forward. And we need all our role players to play their roles.
All right, Coach. Best of luck the rest of the way. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, Randy.
Ed Swanson here on the Ed Swanson Coaches Show. 2 games left for Sacred Heart as they close out the regular season.